What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be getting into the basement, doing a little bit of organizing. You can see my shadow there, I see. Going to be doing a little bit of organizing inside the basement, so I thought I would open it up and show you guys what it looks like inside. What are some of the things that I keep in there? How long is it inside? I know some of you have had some questions about that. That's important. Do not store combustible material in this area. Very important. Okay, what do I got in here? Mr. Buddy heater, which I'm going to be using shortly, probably next month. Let's see, I've got a bunch of my camper tie downs, turnbuckles, got a small ceramic heater. Ooh, looks like some cobwebs. It's a good time to break in and inspect and see if you have any critters living in your basement. I use a lot of these little portable plastic containers. This one here, I've got a, looks like the surge protector, a couple of extra sewer parts, little sewer part adapter, little spare sewer hose. This one here I don't have much in. Just got some water parts in, a little water bandit, a little blowout device for winterizing, a little Y adapter, some of these caps. These caps I found, they actually, for if you've got a set of these Happy Jacks, the little caps that they come with, sometimes they can break off or the rubber can just get real brittle. Well, these are water filter caps off of those little blue Camco water filters, and they actually fit perfectly on the outside of the jack. A little bit of a tip. It's just some TV cable, which I'm not hooked up to TV, so don't need that at the moment. Yeah, it's a little bit dusty in there. Yeah, if I can, there we go. So I think this is like waterproof plywood that Northern Lite used, and just up there is the black tank right there, and that piece of silver piping is the heat exchange. It goes into the dump tank compartment to heat the dump tank compartment if you're camping in really cold and freezing weather. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea to vacuum that out. I think I'll probably do that. Okay, that's with the basement empty. I got a tape measure in here. As you can see, it is roughly 5 feet in length. There's a little bit of space over here that it gets a little bit wider in that area. As far as height goes, about 13 inches tall. Have to the bottom of that piece of plywood, you'd have to deduct a little bit for the heating duct hose. This way This way it's about 21.5 inches. So it gives you a little bit of an idea of the space dimensions inside the basement on the Northern Lite. This is a 2014 model. That's the light that was on last winter that was draining my batteries. So I just put a piece of tape over it to keep the switch from coming on. So if you ever have a drain on your batteries, make sure to check and make sure that your basement or your cargo space areas are all of the lights are turned off. That's important. I've got a couple of these storage containers. This one here, I have a Coleman camp stove in, a 2-burner Coleman camp stove, a griddle, a cast iron skillet, and a lid. Gonna do a little bit of outside cooking this winter. A little grilling outside. And this container here, I just keep a bunch of just maintenance supplies to painting and caulking supplies. Some buffing wheels, some sandpaper, some paint brushes, scrub brushes, some masking tape, a couple of the caulking tools. This is a great tool for caulking, for scraping caulk, and then on this end it has a rubberized edge for forming the caulk, for spreading the caulk. I still find that just using your fingers and a wet rag works probably the best for spreading caulk. Plastic scraper, metal scraper, a little toothbrush for cleaning. And this one here, I've just got some more waxing and polishing supplies, wax, some spray paint, some microfiber rags for polishing. I have the roof coat. This is what I use to paint around the vents and the air conditioner on the roof. White alkyd fiber roof coating. It's white. This is what Northern Lite uses at the factory. So I keep everything in these tubs. You know, if there was ever a liquid spill or anything like that, it would definitely prevent any type of liquids from spilling all over the basement of the camper, and that is definitely what you do not want. So I highly suggest putting it into some type of a container like this. You can multi-use it, multi-purpose it. So let's go ahead and get these put in the basement. I don't think I mentioned this, but this is also a good space to store some food supplies, like some MREs. I just have this big, large serving of chili mix. It says 34 servings. So this is a great area to store these kind of supplies. I have stored water underneath here before, but food, canned food, it's definitely nice having a space like the basement out of the way to store your MREs, your preparedness and survival foods and supplies. I do use one of these litter pickup sticks with the little trigger on the end for grabbing some of these plastic baskets out of them, and then also you know, pushing them and grabbing them and so forth, pulling them forward. So it's kind of a neat tool that works pretty good in these small tight areas like this. So as you can see, I still have a lot more storage in front here and then also above here, and this container is practically empty. I've just got some rope in there right now, but I'm going to take that out and probably put some canned food or just food in this container. So there's still quite a bit of room in here to pack and store a lot of things. But then again, I would never put any combustible materials or anything like that underneath here. I've never had any problems with leaks, any water leaks or anything like that. It's always been dry. There have been some times in the past where I would open the door, and after I open the door I would get a little bit of water in this area. So you just want to check on that, you know, wipe it up with a rag. I think I also did about a year or so ago, I applied some more black paint here to keep the wood here protected. There was a little bit of paint flaking up, but other than that, yeah, I haven't had any issues. It's been dry, it's been rodent and bug free, you know, which is really important. Another important thing with these cargo doors is to make sure that you lock all 3 latches. So just doing this, locking these 2 self ones, that's not enough to create a tight seal. You've got to do all 3 of them, or you'll have water and moisture intrusion. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys have any other video requests, please comment below and let me know. Take care. See you next time.